Hello, and welcome to Community Privacy Awareness, the Coronavirus Edition. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Kim Green from Privacy Test Driver. Personal privacy is the right for personal information protected from public scrutiny, or the right to be left alone. Community privacy weighs public gain versus private harm. You should be aware of your privacy and data security. You should be in control of your digital self. Be mindful of your privacy in your health, the community around you, if you are restructuring your community in protest, and your personal social interactions. Contact tracing is not new. It's been used to stop the spread of Ebola, H1N1, HIV, measles, SARS, and even TB. We identify infected carriers, people the carriers have been in contact with, and check with them to make sure whether or not they're healthy and inform them of available care. Based on preliminary research generated by Johns Hopkins University, we don't have enough live contact tracers to support full epidemiological capacity. As of a 2017 epidemiology capacity survey, so even before COVID, we did not have enough live contact tracers for a large-scale tracking. We have not since allocated enough budget to cover more live trackers. But there is another option. There's an app for that. But viruses don't care about borders, and you care about privacy. Different countries and different states have chosen different app types for COVID contact tracing. All rely on self-reporting if you find out that you are a COVID carrier. Apps use Bluetooth to communicate. Some areas have Bluetooth fobs available for people without smartphones. As a Bluetooth, there are two models for the app: centralized and decentralized. The centralized version tracks your device and other devices around you. Your phone generates a code, sends it up to the server to be part of a database. The server processes the database and finds out whether there are other phones around you that need to be notified, or whether you need to be notified of someone around you that's a carrier. That information comes back down from the server to your phone. In a decentralized model, your personal device is not identified and tracked directly. Your phone generates a code. There is a database which is used, but your phone is the device that checks against the database for whether or not you need to care about someone around you. And your phone compares itself to the database and sends contact alerts. From logging photos of different places on social media, or checking into hotels and purchasing things at cafes, we tend to forget that we leave a clear online footprints of our activities. So even if you disable location services in your apps, your device is still leaving a digital breadcrumb trail, at the very least, through your cell phone service provider and an internet service provider. You can also be located by someone else's post that you are tagged in or that has your photo in it. There have been incidents where law enforcement has been able to track a user in real time, which would otherwise have required a court order. So it's important that you support legislation and guidelines that specify why the information is being collected, what information is being collected and retained, where is the information, what's touching it, even if it's in transit and not being viewed directly. When is the information going to expire and be removed? And who is going to confirm by audit that this information is used responsibly and removed when no longer needed? Companies also create targeted advertising based on your location. But the large amounts of data that's being gathered by these companies is disconcerting, since there's currently no framework to guarantee that they will handle the data responsibly. You can disable location tracking in your account, on your device, in apps, and in your browser. You also leave information about you in your social media posts. Don't forget to back up your posts before cleaning them. Use third-party tools at your own risk because you're giving them access to your posts and your social media history, if not more. In Facebook, you can have a bulk delete available, or you can delete posts individually. They go into a recycle bin for 30 days, and then they're gone. You can archive them, so it's set for you to be able to read, but not your friends or general public. You also now have the option of a story post, where it's only up for 24 hours and then automatically deleted. Deleting posts from Twitter, there is no bulk delete tool. You need to remove your tweets one by one. You get a confirmation when they're deleted, but there is also no restoring them. There's no recycle bin. Deleting posts from Instagram, there is no bulk delete. You do have to go through one by one. But you can archive them. Again, setting them so that you can read them and no one else. And also, they have a version of being able to post a story post, where again it's left up for 24 hours and then deleted. You can go big. You can delete it in your account through Microsoft and through Apple and through Google. Now, bear in mind that when you turn off information, it's not limited to what you can directly know. For example, if you're turning off information in Microsoft, it's going to affect Outlook, OneDrive, Cortana searches, Skype and Bing, the Microsoft Store, and also keeping in touch with your friends and family. Connecting with you, some services let other people look you up by your email address or phone number. If you remove and be more private, that will stop. Shopping for things in the Microsoft Store or looking things up in weather and on maps also leave an indication of what you've been up to. If you turn things off for more privacy, you are no longer going to be able to get directions in maps. You can see the map, but they don't have a location for where you are to where to start from to give you full directions. Biometrics is identifying and authenticating, meaning proving that it's authentic and really the real you, through the use of unique characteristics, fingerprinting and vein imaging, facial recognition, iris and retina scanning, voice recognition, keystroke dynamics and mouse use, gait analysis when you walk, signature analysis when you write. When you secure an account with biometrics, only the person who secured it can unlock it. The benefit is that it's not stored as a password, and it's a fast method of convenience. Remember that a password is not a biometric. While it can be unique to you, and you may have one unique to each login area, with enough work, someone can get into your account. Unlike biometric information, passwords are changeable in the event this happens. Biometric information is personal in a way that even the most embarrassing screen names and passwords could never be. You can't change your face or fingerprint to overcome a hack. Companies are now also exploring advanced options such as implanted chips. A small microchip is implanted, usually under the skin of your hand, in the same way that a tracking chip would be inserted under the skin of the shoulders of your pet. It's a means of convenience to access medical records and financial information for you. On the company side, you may be able to unlock a secure door, purchase a snack in a vending area, log into a computer system, turn on a vehicle, get accurate calculations of overtime. Several states are working on legislation to cover this. The Fourth Amendment is a cornerstone of privacy law, particularly regarding individuals' right to be secure in their person against unreasonable search and seizure. Privacy law is rooted in both American tradition and common law. However, this claim is weakened by the fact that it's usually the employer's chip. And if they put a notification in the employee manual and in training that you sign off on, then you acknowledge that it's the company's chip. Companies expect a certain right to use and tracking of the use of their equipment. This is a lot more obvious when you have something large like a laptop, but it's a lot more personal when it's a chip. So that question is still being examined on where that border is for personal space and expected privacy. If it's on the internet, then it's on the internet. Cover your webcam when it's not in use. There is malware that can trigger your camera or microphone without an indicator light, without you knowing it's recording. Be careful with Internet of Things devices. Devices are usually too small and simple to have much processing and memory for security. So you have to be remembering what you have online and be aware of what you have protecting it from the main internet. You can also check to see if you have an account that's been compromised in a data breach at haveibeenpwned.com. That's HTTPS://HAVEIBENPWNED.com. You should use a secure, unique password for every account login. Do not use the same password everywhere. Longer is better. Having more than one food group is good. Uppercase, lowercase, symbols, and numbers. And of course, the better it is and more secure, the harder it is for you to remember all of them. If you stop and look at your life, there are many places that you have online activity. There are password managers that can help. Some of the main recommended ones are KeePass and Dashlane and LastPass. Thank you for joining me today for Community Privacy Awareness. If you have questions or would like further information, I'd be happy to hear from you and get back to help.